If you go into Roblox and look at toilet tower defense, most likely the game's player count isn't looking too healthy. Even during normal times of day, this game still suffers from a lacking player count. But why exactly is this? This game updates regularly and most updates are somewhat appealing to all players, yet the player count hasn't changed. Well, I have wrote down several detailed reasons I believe this game is dead and I am prepared to make them public today. So developers, most importantly, if you're watching, sit down, relax and hear me out here. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by 2025, but I won't bore you anymore, so let's get into it. Toilet Tower Defense has been out for a long time now, and every update seems to have the same format. New unit drops, people all race to get it to sell for its value, it has decent DPS and somewhat, and then it drops. And then next week it will repeat. However, this is not only hard because most average players can't even grab this new unit in time and are just stuck with bad units. You can't expect somebody with 56 gems and a couple hundred coins to somehow get the brand new ultimate. And I get it, the ultimate is very rare. However, even stuff like the Godly or Mythic takes so much to get, and I will explain this more later, and yet they don't even sell for much. The only people who can really do this are partners, so people have to sit and watch partners get all these units while the normal players can't do anything about it. They have to get either incredibly lucky or face the consequence for no reason at all. This will cause players to feel dissatisfied that if they haven't devoted their entire lifetime to this game, they can't get a new unit that'll only be fun for a day. You can see a lot of issues with this, with just players leaving, and this is a very common reason. Why play a game like Toilet Tower Defense when you just have to watch other YouTubers get the new units, whilst you stay at the bottom with your pendulum clockman and your one mythic you luckily summoned? Now, might I add, only goes for a few hundred gems at most. The developers can make as much updates like this as they want, but they also lack the same thing every time. Massive amount of units that are incredibly hard to obtain if you don't devote your life to it for a few weeks. This type of stuff does not, and I repeat, does not help the player count, and it pushes players away more than the developers can even realize it. And I worry if they don't see this soon, we're in for a much bigger shock with the player count. If you are not familiar with RNG, let me explain what it actually is. So RNG stands for Random Number Generator, and it is usually used in most games when it comes to getting chances to unlock items. Think of Pets RNG or Souls RNG or any sort of game that has RNG in it. That's basically what that means. With Toilet Tower Defense, their summon areas and crates are prime examples of this RNG system. However, they do it very wrong. You see, if we go over to the summon areas right now in game, we can see right here that it is a 0.1% just for a mythic. Now, let's talk about how long it would take you to get this mythic. If you were consistently to summon for 900 coins for 10 summons, it would be a 1 out of 100 chance within 10 summons each time to get the mythic. Might I add, if it was one individual summon with 100 coins each time, it would be 1 out of 1,000 just for a mythic. Let that sink in. Mythics are okay DPS, but if you go into the plaza, they don't sell for They sell for a couple hundred usually at best. Same with most godlies, like the old godly, which is a 1 in 10,000 chance summon. Only goes for 1,000 gems at most. Most new units cost 10 times that at least. Now, let's also calculate how much it would take you to even get these coins in the first place. So if you did Nightmare mode, which is hard to do without even a mythic, it gives you 600 coins per game. But Mangwa, you could just use a coin boost and get 1,200 coins. It costs Robux. It costs Robux to get a short coin boost. This only gives you a 6 out of 1,000 chance to get this mythic, even when you grind for 30 minutes. So, even if you grind 10 hours a day, it's only a 120 out of 1,000 chance. Correct my math here if I am incorrect. To even get this damn mythic that goes for nothing. Do you guys see the issue here? Might I also add, sometimes when you even go into games, you get glitched and you can't even load into the game without the map not even loading in or something. This is a major reason this game is totaled, and it will stay this way until further improvements are adjusted, if they even do it. I address this a lot in my videos on documentaries within this game, but it's because they play a major part in the game. Now as before, I can't criticize the developers too much over this. They play a significant part in making sure that the players don't actually get scammed. However, if they do not refund units. With valid reason. Let's say little Timmy is playing TDD. He gets told that if he gives this guy a mythic, he will receive a godly in return. So little Timmy, as anyone would, gets super excited, so he gives him it, but boom, the guy all of a sudden leaves. Little Timmy panics and runs to the mods, and the guy gets banned. But he can't get his units back because the guy most likely already traded it away for units for profit. Meaning the person who he traded it to, you can't just take that unit off him because that guy is innocent. He just did a normal trade. He did not know that this was a scammed unit. So taking it off him would just be unfair, meaning that guy would leave. But unfortunately, that means that little Timmy's now going to leave. So it's a lose-lose situation. You cannot do much about it. So there's not really anything anyone can do about it, but just to stay cautious and not get scammed. If you get scammed, you must face the consequence, and that's just how life goes. And the developers take it that way. They're very harsh with it. If you lose your unit, you're not getting it back, and it's as simple as that. And even with these scammers, you ban their account, and they'll just go create another account and repeat anyways. So even though this chapter is smaller, it is still playing a huge part towards the game. I mean, I know people directly who recently quit because they got scammed and lost all of their units they worked very hard for. Before I begin this chapter, it's the middle of the video, so I'm asking you to subscribe again. Please, if you're still watching, you clearly are enjoying this, so you would love my other videos without a doubt, and I can put a smile on your face hopefully. If you agree, subscribe. Also join my Discord server for giveaways of 500 members, and let's just get back to it. I will get into bots more in a future video if this gets 100 likes, since I know some information not many know, and I am not afraid to make it public. But basically, if you go into any TDD lobby, you can see countless bots in every lobby, just sitting there farming the daily rewards or spamming some scammy link to fish people into falling for their sketchy websites. When people do this and experience consequences for falling for it, it immediately draws them back from wanting to play this game again in the first place. Purely because they are feared from happening again, and if they're not careful, it will happen again. Now the developers are doing stuff about this, but banning the bots can only go so far as they just spawn in a minute later. They have systems in place that will flag any potential words bots may use, such as .com, .org, all the website names really. But then yet again, bots can just come back a day later with new words and new fonts developers don't know. So there isn't really much anyone can do about this, not even Roblox. So again, it comes down to the actual community itself to be careful during this. And like I mentioned, if this video happens to get 100 likes, I will make a full video about bots and who run them, and who runs most of them, and who they are. If you're not familiar with duping, let me explain the meaning behind it. Basically, when a unit is duped, it has been multiplied into more existing than shown on the existing tab. For example, there is a list of ultimates that have been duped previously and is a recurring issue amongst most games, but it always returns in total tower defense. Basically, a way the developers have combated this is, let's say Mr. Sigma 148 somehow managed to dupe his UTDM. Then he goes and trades it to somebody for like 600,000 gems, depending on the serial number, and then the person who paid all of their gems for it will not get the ultimate as it will disappear in their lobby. Basically, a well-known partner known as MavYT a few months ago was making a video called Basic to 1 Million Gem Series, and part 4 at the end of the video, he did a trade with somebody who gave him a DJ TV man for his units. Now when he finished this trade and it all processed and he ended up signing the guy's unit as well, he then checked his inventory and realized this DJ TV man had mysteriously just disappeared.
It's a DJ TV man, I cannot say no. Let's sign this scary crate and let's trade him back. And there we go. We have how many DJ TVs? I'm pretty sure we have 5 right now. Wait, why is there 4? Wait, why is there 4? Wait, why is there 4? Wait, one moment. Huh? Wait, where did the DJ TV go? I swear I had. Wait, where did it go? Wait, where did it go? Wait, where did it go? Wait, he left? Wait, he left?
So as you can see, that is like draining for anyone. Thankfully, Mav's a partner, so he can easily get that stuff back. But imagine if that was a normal player. Somebody who spent so long just to get scammed out of their DJ TV value just out of nowhere. That would make anyone quit, including myself, and it has happened countless times, which explains the player count at most. This is definitely one of the major things that play a part in Tall Tower Defense's player count, and if this is not dealt with soon, it could be bad. Like,